Too many people resort to delivery services and spend way too much money because there's not enough time to cook some food. There's not enough time to make everything you need. I'm going to show you how to do that because there is plenty of time to cook something healthy and save a bunch of money. My name's Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer, and I talk about this stuff because, man, I've lived through it. Health, wellness, fitness, finance. Finances are something that we always neglect in the fitness world. But, you got to have the money that you need to have. So what I'm going to do today, I got a couple of Tupperware dishes set up here. And I'm going to make a dinner for myself for tomorrow while I'm at work. And I'm going to do this really quick. I have nothing out here at all planned to be able to do that. You're going to watch live, have some fun. If you have questions, go ahead and put them down below. This will be on a YouTube video, I don't know, some point this week, I guess. So I figured I'd go ahead and film. You enjoy that. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the pan ready. We're going to walk through all that. Any questions, you go right ahead. Alright. Trusty pan I have. I use ceramic pans. I think I did this one point in time and people had questions about what I used. I do have a cast iron skillet, however, that one itself I only like to do if I'm doing like an extremely large meal. I use the cast iron skillet for fish. This one we're using chicken, and we're gonna do just real simple stuff. It's just chicken and spinach, really. That's really all I really eat when I go to work for my day job. So let's go ahead. Let's get started on that. So. Coat the pan. Okay. And when I start that, we have a really nice setup right here. I'm just going to swing it into place here. So I have everything, all the seasonings right in arm's length, which certainly really helps me out. Let's scoot that right back here. There. Okay. So it certainly helps me out. Ooh, shouldn't have done that. Actually, I think this tripod's on its last leg. It's a little off, but it's a little weird. All right, so let's put some heat onto this. All right, now let's get the tenders out. That was kind of funny, actually. Alright, lay down the tenders. Alright. So what I do for prep is I lay all the chicken out in the fridge, and I just want to make sure that it's completely de-thawed out. And then what I'll do is, that'll make it a lot easier for me in the long run. Because if you've ever tried to cook something right out of the freezer, especially when it's frozen, it does not do us any justice. And then I feel personally that it takes a lot more time. Alright, so I'm laying out the tenders, the chicken itself. I try to get there's, I don't know, it's going to be almost enough room here. Got two more to go, and just make sure that there's, they're not lying all the way on top of each other, but that's gonna be just about it. So, well, they're here. Alright, nobody's in the live chat. Okay, so we'll stay where we are. Alright, now we wait. Really, give it a few moments. What you're going to do, you're going to start seeing this is a good time just to let when you have the chicken have some white around it, this is the easiest time in the world to actually give it one more spray here. Alright. I like to give it a really good amount of spray, and I use canola oil cooking spray just because I feel the veggie stuff, the veggie oil spray bottles, they don't feel great. I mean, they don't taste really well, and I think it overpowers the meat. Olive oil, I think I don't really dig the taste of olive personally myself. However, if you're trying to get some more fats in your diet for whatever reason, olive oil is probably the easiest way to go, especially olive oil spray. Alright, so now this is the part where we go ahead and put the seasoning on in here. And just coating it as naturally as you can. And just make sure it's not heavy, but the chicken is coated as much as possible, just so it's enough. Like every tender has enough there. All right, might as well get a fork here. Alright, there. So, and again, we've only been at this a few minutes, so it's really going to be... Oh, Elevator Rose, hello. We've only been at this a few minutes, so it's really not going to be so much time, really. I mean, again, the biggest thing is people do not give time to it. So now when you start seeing the tenders, you just start seeing white all the way around it. And it's just going to be a lot of white all around there. You just flip them over as easily as you can, and it's why it's easier just to use a fork, because then you can place them back into position, and then you can see you want to just flip it over and hide the pink as much as you possibly can. I mean, you're going to get some of it, that's why we're going to do another flip. Now, there we go. Now, the good thing is all the tenders are going to be, oh, hey, John. All the tenders are going to be absolutely, are going to be really, really good. So, they're going to get smaller as we start flipping them over. And it's just easier it's easy on the eyes. So the pan has a little bit more room here. Then you can start moving these around a bit. And then you can say, okay, then the chicken itself is going to get a little bit harder. And then it's going to be a lot easier. So, all right, we'll give that fork a rest for a second. Then we can put the second seasoning coat in here. What I use is some onion salt. It gives it a very rustic taste. Now, you're at this point here, you're like, okay, I don't want to overcook the meat. How do I get to this? So, like, how do I not overcook it, right? Easy way to do it is just eyeball it. The amount of time that it cooks one side when the meat's completely raw, it's about 2/3 of the time on the other side, so it's a little bit less because half of it's already cooked, and the heat on the other side is going to start working on it. So we're just going to go ahead and just give it a little salt season on all these. And there we are. So that is all that we're going to do. Alright, take the fork again, let's see what's going on. Alright, we're going to flip these over now. And see, anytime you have pink, all you got to do is just flip that a little bit. Just flip the pink onto the side. And then just flip the rest of it around. And you're going to notice that the other side is a nice, easy golden brown. And that's exactly what we want. Nice golden chicken. Easy as can be. Alright. So let's give it a little more room here. Alright, now we can move the pieces around a bit. And let's give them a little bit of room to breathe. And a little pink there, so we're good. Now, there we go. All right, now, remember what I said is that you want to be able to get all the pink out and you want to make it even, right? Now, the good thing is that because this is ceramic, what we can do is we can actually test one of these because we want to make sure all the pink is gone from the chicken because we don't want to have salmonella. But if we test one piece of chicken, all of them are even. And this is the easy way to do that. So we're going to test the chicken. That's why I got a fork here instead of anything else. Go right in the center. Slice a piece of chicken open. And let's see. Check that out. All white right in the middle. Easy. Alright, so we're going to give it all one last flip. And just going to be sure everything's just there. And you can flip it over, you get the nice golden brown. Easy stuff. No white. And there. Nice golden brown tenders there. Okay, there we go. We're just going to give that another quick second. Let's test this one here. See what's going on. That's easy, white. Alright. There we go. We'll just give it a few moments here. So, now we're at, again, we don't want to consume a lot of time. We've been through this. I mean, certainly, however long we've been doing this, you have enough time to cook to cook food for yourself. There's easy preparatory stuff on the, spinach in the kitchen. In the kitchen, of course. I'm in the kitchen. And the this spinach in the fridge. So we're just gonna go ahead and compile it. Now, remember, you do not need the ready meal stuff. You don't need any of that. You don't need any of that. You can do this yourself. This is pretty easy. Also, all right, let's turn the heat off here. You can save so much money doing this yourself. Like the packages of chicken here, let's see, they were $4 a piece. So this all is $8. Each one of them is going to be, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 tenders. That's going to be about 4 meals, roughly, for myself. So 4 of those altogether. The package of spinach was, that we got, the case of spinach was about $5. So altogether, $13, and that spinach is going to go a real long way altogether. So $13, we've made at least 4 meals out of this. That's good. With the other stuff like Hello Fresh and all that other stuff, you're gonna be paying way more. You're gonna be paying like $13. You're probably gonna pay, well, I don't really know, a lot more than that. If you think about it, if you go out for fast food and you have 2 meals, a burger, fries, and a Coke or something, it's gonna be, depending on what kind of combo meal you get, you're gonna be spending a lot more. And you spend $20 or close to for 2, you just made 4 meals out of this. And sometimes you need that, and you're still hungry if you eat the fast food crap. Alright, so we're good here. So we're just going to dump this out into a pan here. Boy. Alright, that pan is singing right now. Alright, so we got the chicken all set. Alright, now. Oh, really good thing if you want to be able to do this. Like we got a bunch of stuff right here, bunch of spinach. Here, put a paper towel in there as well, because this will keep the spinach going fresh for a longer period of time. And there where you can blot it, and then if you don't, like, maybe you can't get through all this in a week, but these leaves are absolutely delicious. Whoa. Put the towel in there to preserve it and spend, so you have more time, save you a lot of money. Alright. We got that, we got the chicken here. I'll be right back. Just gotta get rid of the pan. Now this is dirty. I'll wash that a little later. Alright, so now we're at the point we got a little Tupperware dish here. So let's go ahead and just get the rest of it all done. Alright, so we're going to put some spinach in there. Alright. So fill it just enough so it's not tightly packed, but right about there, that's just enough for me. So think about it if you just have a nice salad. How much green do you really want to put in there? You don't want to overpower it. But the chicken really needs to be the hero. Alright, so that's done. Alright. And the tenders go in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. There we are. Okay. Alright, there we are. So we're gonna wrap that up. I'll throw that in the fridge for a little while. And there we go. Alright, so keep in mind, before you go for those ready order meals, you go ahead and check and see what you can do. Then you don't need to save time, because time you can find. Time is easy. I just did a whole meal myself. However long you've been watching this video. Ain't that bad, Go do that. Cook meals at home. Don't you feel better when you cook it yourself? Like, I made this. This is mine. This is great, right? So we got to do that. Remember that, okay? All right, always. We climb. You have yourself an amazing day. If you're watching this on YouTube, please share this anywhere. If you watch this on Instagram, look out for the next live video. Setting up schedules, see what we can do. All right. Have a great day, everybody. See you in the next video.